I actually don't really know. I don't know. I can't tell because if it isn't a recording. I actually don't really know. I don't. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know. I can't. All right. So it says it's got the recording right there, right? I actually don't. So I'm not for sure if anybody was able to get that. If it did come out, I hope it does come out. But like I said, I'm gonna repost the whole video because I'm recording it and I'm live streaming it at the same time. So it will be come back. An Aquarius male, like he really. When I like something in life as an Aquarius male, I'm gonna extremely go for that. I'm gonna probably even manifest it. If I like some, if I see something that I like as an Aquarius male, I'm gonna manifest myself having it to the point where I gotta go to it and attract it. I might even do all kinds of weird things to attract that type to me, to myself. You know, Aquarius male will manifest like crazy. Like I will seriously manifest what I want in life. You know, if it's a dream or a goal or some type of stability, I'm gonna manifest that 100%. If it's as a male, if there's a female that I really like out there, I'll sit there and I'll manifest that. I'll do things to attract that. We know what we do. Every single time, an Aquarius male is going to manifest what he wants and he's going to go after what he wants. The only thing is, going into a relationship, most people, relationships take a big toll on the Aquarius male because we like that freedom. An Aquarius male really loves the freedom. And when I say they really love the freedom, it's like, I really have to have my freedom, and I don't want anybody to take that away from me. Like, I don't know, a lot of people love to just be locked down and like be nagged, and that's cool and everything for a little bit here and there, but an Aquarius male likes to have that freedom. Like when I say I want to go and start doing this right quick, like I mean I want to go and do that. That's freedom. Like a lot of relationships really take a lot of, that's more so like a relationship becomes distractions. Like when you get in an Aquarius male will feel like there's a distraction. Like I can go to talking to somebody and then it'd be like, man, I feel like I'm distracting myself. It's like I feel like I'm gonna put too much energy into you right quick. Of course we love to put energy into others. Like I want to put my energy into you. I want my energy to be a part of you. I want your energy to be a part of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not on some narcissistic stuff. It's like I want to see that bond. You know what I'm saying? If we can't bond, then I need to be moving on about my business. But relationships are like distractions, right? Like I'm gonna get distracted with the wrong person. The wrong person may have me distracted for so long until I come up out of that distraction. So as an Aquarius male, we really love that freedom. Now, that relationship that can be like, we're okay, listen. I was able to get freedom. You know what I'm saying? I was able to, all the time that I needed by myself, because I want to be by myself a lot. You know what I'm saying? Generally, I learned myself more by me being by myself. I changed like the seasons. You know what I'm saying? I changed like underwears getting changed on bodies, right? Okay, so as an Aquarius male, we love that freedom. Like, if you like try to take, this is like with jobs too, man. Like, it's like someone trying to boss me around. It's like, okay, see, this is why I like trying to make my own businesses. And if you don't find an Aquarius male that's not trying to make their own businesses, because he's okay. He's okay with being a slave. Not because really an Aquarius male doesn't want to be locked down and be slaved in like that. So, generally being said, an Aquarius male doesn't want to be a slave, like, to anything. Like, that's part of the rebellious side of an Aquarius. An Aquarius wants to be his own boss. And if you don't find an Aquarius that is not a boss, then you probably have one of those others. That's why I say all the Aquarius are different in life. And every Aquarius that you run across is gonna probably want to be his own boss. If he's not his own boss, then he's probably not down with the program. If it's like this, if I gotta wake up and this guy's bossing me around, this chick's bossing me around, it's like, okay, well, I'm probably gonna be off of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably play along with the game until I can level up. If I'm not leveling up, then it's probably going to be a dead end for me. I'm going to see no possibilities of me staying with that. And that's with anything. It's like a relationship. If you're going to sit there and try to boss me around, right? You're going to try to sit there and tell me what I need to be doing. Like, oh, you need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. You need to be doing this, and that, and that. And then it's like you're trying to control me. You know what I'm saying? That's part of one of the fears an Aquarius male has. Like, you trying to control me. It's like, you're not gonna control me, because I'm not gonna try to control you. So if I'm not gonna try to control you, you shouldn't try to control me. Give me my space. Give me my freedom. Now, Aquarius male loves that space. That's why I say the alone time for an Aquarius is like heaven. You let an Aquarius just be themselves in their own time, in their own space. And this may be for women too. You know, it's just like an Aquarius male. Like, this is me, myself, right? I need my space, right? We love that space, that freedom, I want to be able to roam like a horse by itself, right? Just be able to gallop all down the road, all down the horizons, right? Of course, that's how an Aquarius male thinks. Okay, but remember, not two Aquariuses are going to be the same. And seeing that I'm a very dominant Aquarius, and I was born in that season, I really love my freedom. Like, when I get mad, like, I don't want to just, you know, I don't want to go back and forth. I don't got time for that. I want to just go in. Maybe I want to go in the corner, not in the corner necessarily like that. I want to go into a space where I can just be able to just sit there and think about that, and then come back out of that, you know, with no pressure. You know, I like, what was the purpose? Why were we arguing? What did we do that for? You know, that's an Aquarius male. It's like, I don't want to necessarily be fighting. I don't got time to be fighting with anybody out there, anything like that. That's crazy. It's like, what I got time? That's a waste of time. You know, bickering back and forth with people. But hey, we make good debaters. I'll debate you all day about something like maybe like food, or, you know, what's the best place to go eat at, you know, types of shoes, whatever, you know, of course. And, you know, every Aquarius is different. Some of us really like to be unique. Like, being unique is a part of the regimen. Like, if I get into an area, say I'm in an area and everybody dresses a certain way and they go about themselves a certain type of way, right? Then I can't be like that, because then I'm gonna be sitting there forever trying to fit in with the crowd. It's like, hold up. Everybody got their pants down and everybody trying to rock it like that. Well, I'm gonna go and rock my stuff just like this over here, and everybody's gonna probably look at me, and they'll probably look at me crazy. But it's like, now I got that certain level of uniqueness, right? Certain level of uniqueness. And then when people try to switch it up, then I'll probably go back into what everybody else was doing at first while they switch it up. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how the game goes. Because it's like a peacock. You know, I gotta have different types of colors and different types of feathers on me to stand out from the rest. If I'm not solid with myself, and I got, you know, even because an Aquarius male is gonna be very confident, but he's gonna want to stand out from the rest. Everybody's gonna look like everybody's gonna probably think like they're subpar and average and doing the same thing like they're sheep. An Aquarius male, this could probably be from an Aquarius woman too, but we're not gonna try to be doing everything that everybody else is doing for sure. You know, once we do it, everybody else is gonna copy. I generally see this a lot of times. When I do something, somebody else is trying to copy that, copy my style, and I'd be like, oh snap, hold up, wait, oh, dodging bullets real quick, let me switch it up. So, you know, it'll be like something you're gonna be trying to, somebody from the outside, when they try to copy the uniqueness, it'll be like, oh, try to catch up with this. You're not gonna catch up with that, because we're so unpredictable. You'll be stuck on a character of us from last year, and we're already on this character from next year, you get it? So it's all about uniqueness. And the Aquarius male is gonna want, I'm like, okay, like, I was in a relationship, and every time we'd go out, I wanted to dress up. Like, I wanted to dress up, and the person I was with didn't want to dress up. So it's just like, That's how it was, because I sit there and literally stare. Like, I want to dress up, I want to get fly, I want to get nice when I go out, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm in the house or something, you know, I'm definitely gonna be sitting there looking at my dang on self, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because an Aquarius male is gonna love himself. If you don't find an Aquarius male that loves himself, then you probably don't have the right one. You're probably not looking at the right teammate for yourself out there. If that's when it comes to love. An Aquarius male is gonna want to love on himself. If he don't love on himself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I sit there, like, I just put on clothes just for this video. Necessarily all throughout the day, I'm just gonna sit there and be just looking at my whole body. Like, I'm gonna have, you know, because I'm gonna work out all day. That's me. And I'm seriously gonna sit there and just be looking at my own self. You know, it's not about you looking at me, or if you like me, I'm gonna go into the mirror and be like, damn, I like you. I like you, right? Because an Aquarius male is really confident in himself. And if I don't go about myself confident, if I'm not confident, then it's gonna be a problem, because there's something wrong with me right now. Like, to the point where I'm not confident in myself as an Aquarius male, you know, there's something truly wrong, because I'm not feeling myself right now. You know, because usually I'm always feeling myself. It's like that Beyonce song, I'm feeling myself. I woke up feeling myself. I went to sleep feeling myself. Now, if you find the Aquarius male and he's not feeling himself, trust and believe that Aquarius male is something is truly wrong with him at that moment. Because tomorrow he could be like, I'm feeling myself again. You know, why? I got the swag, right? I'm feeling myself to be like, I'm Superman. And of course, all Aquarius males want to be like Superman. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I want to save you. Be like, I don't even know you and I want to save you. Be like, you got problems going on and I want to save you. It'd be like, you need to save yourself. But it'd be like, nah, I want to save you. Let me come and rescue you. And it'd be like, I don't know why I'd be feeling like that. And then it's like, I want to go and help as many people, like, dun, 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 with the Superman cape on, and just want to feel like I'm flying around saving people, right? You know, and be like, I can save you from your situation. Truthfully, I can't save you from your situation, but I got advice. I can give you as much advice as possible, you know, as an Aquarius male. Now, Aquarius male, man, very, very creative beings, right? This is not going to be your average talk. And I'm not going to talk exactly like how everybody else put their talks together. An Aquarius male is very creative. Now, we get very creative. It's from coloring, man. I'm still like a big old kid these days, and I'll sit there and I'll draw my own photos, draw my own everything, and start coloring. Just go to coloring. I feel like I'm Picasso, and it'd be like, this drawing is very ugly. You know, somebody would be like, that was very ugly. But it'd be like, it didn't matter, because I get creative. And when I say creative, I'm gonna probably do music. You find Aquarius, they love music, man. Love music, and they fixed on their type of music. What music that I like may not be for everybody else, and it just be like, I'm stuck in my ways. I'm not going out of this zone. This is my comfort zone, and it's like, I've tried everything else outside of the comfort zone, because of course I'm gonna come out of my comfort zone. But it's just like, music wise, you might find some that are pretty much like, I go with the flow, I'm going with the times, I like this music, oh, this is the hottest right now, I really like that. But truthfully, I'm fixated on what I like, right? I'm gonna be liking exactly what I like. I'm not gonna be jamming this today, because Aquarius love music, man. I really love music. You could find me singing music all the time. I'm gonna be, sometimes I'll be outside and it'd be feel like I'm performing, and don't ask me why. It'd be like, what are you doing? I'm performing. I love music so much that it heals the soul. Music is like the best form of an addiction I've ever seen, right? As an Aquarius male. But Aquarius generally love music, of course, to a T. You know, right? Of course, right? And okay, so what else is there? Like, okay, Aquarius male, I want to have deep conversations. Like, of course, I love deep conversations. I don't want to just say me, because then I'd be telling you exactly about me. But deep conversations are a must in life, right? Because it's generally hard to find somebody who has something really great to talk about. Like, don't give me your average life and be telling me exactly about yourself like that. I want to know how far and deep your mind goes. Like, can your mind go as deep as that ocean? Do you got something I want to hear what you got. I want to talk about space. You know, give me something. regular people aren't talking to. That's how an Aquarius male would really think. Maybe not for all. Remember, you may run across some that are just like me. And, you know, it's really about the deep conversations. Like, I want to talk deep. You know, I want to feel intimacy, you know, within the conversation. Like, I need that. That's fuel. It's like passion. It's like, oh, you're pretty smart. Oh, you can think outside the box. You know, a person could even have lots of baggage. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not, everybody got a lot of stuff on their plate, right? But it's just like, from all your average everyday things, I'm still gonna want to know the deepness inside of your mind. Like, give me something deep. Like, we could sit there and just be like talking about movies and like the things we love to eat, or, you know, let's talk about those planets up there and be like, it's bigger, you know, saying not bigger, but let's talk about, like, you know, I like astrology too. You know, let's talk about the zodiac signs, but not be looking at the that crap that they got on the YouTube and stuff like that, right? Okay, so deep conversations. I got a lot of books that I like to read. Like, reading books are great, right? Like, I never see too many people who are doing something just so deep, and it's like, oh, your life is so interesting. You make you almost outdo me. Like, I'm pretty much interested in what you have going on, and you know, we love deep conversations. Like, if you don't find an Aquarius male who really likes deep conversations, maybe you found the wrong one, and that you need to find. Cause, well, you know, I can't say it like that because everybody generally likes whatever they like in life. Now, Aquarius male can get very angry. I'm not gonna lie, man. I can get very angry, but most of the time I'm gonna suppress that anger and keep moving on about my day. But it's just like a ticking time bomb. I'm just gonna be real. Aquarius male is like a ticking time bomb. Try to hold that in. But if you have an Aquarius male and that person has a space to go and vent, then that ticking time bomb is no ticking time bomb, because that Aquarius male has some way to at least release that energy. Because throughout the times, you know, when I'm meeting people, even friends, and they say something that I don't like, doesn't resonate with me well. It's like, I don't want to hear that. You know what? I'm out this mug, man. And, you know, as long as that Aquarius has somewhere to go and vent that out, like, that's why I do music. I make music to go and express myself. It's like that song when it's like, express yourself. So I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna express myself through music. So, like, you know, if anything happens, like you find an Aquarius male and they got an outlet to be able to express themselves and vent all the issues, you know, they'll forget whatever was going on. And, you know, I've been through where the person would be still mad, and you know, be like, I don't even remember, because I already spoke that into it. I spoke that out already. I already got that out. You know, so it's just like, I don't really want to go on about that. You know, I've already talked about that out. But an Aquarius male without these type of outlets to be able to release, of course, an Aquarius male is a ticking time bomb. I'm just gonna be real with you, because, you know, at times I can probably be a ticking time bomb for people that make me mad in life. And without a form or place to just let that out, then I could probably snap like a twig. You know what I'm saying? I don't, because no one's perfect, right? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into that. No one's perfect in life, and you can't look at these people like they're perfect people. They're just in their ways. I'm gonna be a rebel for life. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, but these people are very ticking time bombs, because they're gonna sit there and be over. If, like I say, if they don't have a way to express themselves genuinely, then they're ticking time bombs, because they're gonna sit there and be stuck in their head. They're gonna think about this all the time. You did this. I may be thinking about this for weeks and weeks on, and I may look at you crazy. And it's just like, so if the Aquarius male needs a great space to be able to vent it out. You know, that Aquarius male may have years and 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 years in past relationships, past friendships, all the people that hurt that person, and you never know, because not every two are the same, right? And they just need great spaces to be able to vent, because they're like ticking time bombs. But with a place to be able to get that out, you mean that's a great Aquarius, because that male is gonna always be a great one, because he has a platform or somewhere to release that energy out. You know, like it doesn't matter, you could push that person's buttons all day like a game joystick, and as long as he has a place to be able to let that out, you know what I'm saying, you may have to push that Aquarius when you come and you find them to let that out, you know what I'm saying. And it's not for every Aquarius male, because you know, I've joined communities, and a lot of Aquarius males, they talk about some, you know, some stuff that I don't talk about really, and it's like, how do they talk about that? You know, and then like I see sometimes run across, like, because like I said, I've joined the community. I've joined plenty of communities to go and see what they talk about, and see what women talk about too as Aquarius. And you know, I try my hardest to study, you know, people like me, and you know, but that's when I found out everyone's a little bit different. Some of them are not going to talk about the real subject matters, and I really have to talk about the subject matters at hand. Now, you may find an Aquarius that, and me personally, it takes a long time to grab my attention. You may try forever and ever and ever and ever. That's why I say, if you don't have something that the Aquarius male really is genuinely attracted to, like your conversation is great, you know, your intimacy level is not fire or something, you don't share the same ideas, to, you know, you're not very expressive, you know, let's see, if you're holding back on your emotions, and I can't, you know, because I want to know your emotions. You know, Aquarius male's gonna want to know those emotions inside of you. If you're holding back the emotions, you can't, you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say like submit. It's just like, because I'm gonna submit regardless. I want you to know how I feel. If you can't really, kid, if you can't give, you know, let the Aquarius male know exactly how you feel in life, then of course you won't be able to hold him down for too long, because you won't never be telling him how you feel. You know, you definitely have to tell an Aquarius male exactly how you feel. You know, if you're gonna be with one, you need to be able to compliment him. He's gonna be righteous for you. He's gonna do exactly what he can for you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be there. He's gonna listen. He's gonna compliment you 100%. Be down, like Brandy's song. I want to be down with you. I want to be down for you. But you know, holding back is probably like a no-go. You have to be able to interact with him pretty well. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to feed that the little demon inside of him, the little demon, the little passion demon, he's gonna need that intimacy level. You know, I don't want to go too much, because I want this to be, you know, where anybody can be able to listen to this conversation, but you know what I'm saying. An Aquarius male needs that intimacy on a level that's, you know, people aren't talking about, right? And to be able to hold that Aquarius minds, that his mind, you know, it's gonna take you a lot, because seriously, it's gonna be so much work, because if you can't really grasp him and learn him to the point where you understand exactly what he likes, you know, from the food, even if it's just the food, man, it's like you probably have him like, yo, you cook the bomb, and you're like, we're just friends, like, oh, I like your drinks, they're hitting like crazy, I'm gonna have to come over here, and you know, stuff like that. It's like, oh, I see you like this, you like, I like watching that too. Oh, you know, something to keep that mind, because it's always going to be all over the place. And I'm a real Aquarius. My mind is like, I wanted to be able to put this with the traits like a solid foundation, but you know, my mind runs all over the place. Like an Aquarius mind is going to be all over the place. It's probably going to be jumbled up. You know, it's like I'm literally thinking about so much at one time right now. So when you come across an Aquarius male, his mind's gonna always be all over the place. So it's gonna be hard to like fully keep him motivated to be into you if you don't know exactly how to keep him attracted. You know, and to be able to keep an Aquarius male attracted, it's gonna take you a lot of learning. It's like going to school all over again. Unless somebody like me would be like, here it goes, let me give you the code book, the cheat sheet book, right, for you to understand. Because he's gonna want his space, it's gonna want that freedom, it's gonna want that passionate intimacy, You know, he's gonna be a ticking time bomb if he's come from previous situations, and he's gonna need healing. While he's gonna be trying to heal you, but at the same time, he's gonna need so much healing. Like, you be looking and you be like, why is he so distant? You know, why is this? Why is he so distant? And it's just like, he didn't mean to be distant to you. It's just that you weren't giving. You gotta. It's like when you have one. It's just like, you have to keep that attention level. If you can't keep his attention, it's just like, he'd probably be distant. And it's not to be saying that, like how they say, oh, he's gonna be aloof. He's probably gonna start going and go find something else that he can do. Now, like I said, every two Aquarius males are not the same. Now, you may have some that are probably aloof. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know that we could sometimes have the wandering eye, but that's only the ones that can't fully commit, or the ones who are just not fully down with what's in front of them. Now, if I'm not fully down to what's in front of me, then of course I'm gonna be somewhere else. My mind is gonna be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? The mind is a powerful thing. You have to have that mind. If you don't have the Aquarius male's mind, then the Aquarius male's gonna be somewhere else, and not necessarily another person or focusing on other people, but he's gonna find something to entertain himself. You know, he's gonna find things that he likes, and he's gonna go hamburgers on that, and he's gonna put forth 100% into that instead of you, because you don't know how to keep. But an Aquarius male will still be loyal, always be there for life, a friend for life. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You could not talk to Aquarius male for a long time and he'll still be your friend. Not saying on that type of level, but he'll be your friend for life. 100% somebody you can count on. Like, I'll be there for you, but not in that sense of way, you know. Especially if I pull back, an Aquarius male pulls back from you, and you guys talk, and y'all have a great communication. I've seen something there. It's like, zzz, you seen a spark, right? And he pulls back. It's a wrap. You might as well just let him go about his way, because it's never going to be the same. Starting over, if you get into a relationship with an Aquarius male and you want to restart over again, like you want to resurrect something, truth to be told, friendship level, that's a no-go. If you all you got to come back to an Aquarius male is like a friendship, and you've been with this person, that's probably a no-go. You might as well just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius male, they pretty much do get hurt a lot. This is some of the side effects. Like, I probably would really get hurt a lot in life. You know, me being me, you know, I've been hurt by a lot of girls and stuff like that in my life, a lot of women. And but, well, not a lot. I don't want to say a lot, because I'm pretty much older now, and that's probably like in my teenage years, freaking high school and below. But once you hurt an Aquarius male and you go up, you depart, you detach, you ghost him, anything like that, then Aquarius male will you probably hurt that Aquarius male for life, right? And it's a possibility that Aquarius male may not even talk to you again, you know. And there's a lot of, like, as an Aquarius male, there was a lot of girls that I really liked it, and they a lot of them cheated, you know, and stuff like that. There's a lot of them that didn't never give me that feeling. It's like, well, you never gave me any feelings. So an Aquarius male really needs these things in life, you know what I'm saying? But seeing that it's a very, very hard topic to speak on, but an Aquarius male really needs these type of connections, right, guys? And so you'd have to really give him your full undivided attention, because he's gonna really, really need a lot of help in life. So when you meet an Aquarius male and he's been through a lot and he's able to express himself to you, then you have found a winner. It's just that he's gonna probably need a lot of help. A lot of help. He will probably be very distant. Sometimes he can be very cold. Sometimes he can be very, very, very cold. Sometimes he won't be able to express himself in the right ways, because he's still carrying a lot of luggage. If he hasn't worked on himself enough to the point where he can fully be able to express himself, you know, feel confident in himself, and is able to give his all and commit, and he's gonna need a lot of help. And I'm not gonna say that he's gonna be a bad person or anything like that. It's just that he's gonna need a lot of help with himself. You know, you could just find you one, and if he has a lot of problems and you figure this out, but he's a great person, you just may need to find out what's that problem that he has, and you can eventually, through the laws of attraction, figure out how to work with that Aquarius male to get that out of him. Because you know, it's like carrying the baggage. He's still carrying the baggage, and he doesn't know how to get that out. So he literally be carrying that baggage for a long time. So he probably need a lot of help. You know, he may not be as much of a helping as much as a helper, because he probably need a lot of help before he can actually be a helper again. That's why I say, when we go through a lot of situations in time, it's like, if you've been hurt a lot, it takes a lot of work on ourselves, because we generally are going to give 100%. Like, if I tell you I'm going to be with you, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to give you all my energy. I'm going to give you all of my time. I'm going to give you all my assets and shit like that. Excuse my French, but it's the real truth. And it's gonna give up a lot. And like, there's a lot of people, you know, in life that give 40%. You know, you can't, an Aquarius male will be stuck there with you while someone's giving them 40%, and he's gonna be giving 100%. And once he snap in, and you know, you have a great one, and it's like you gave him only 40%, he's gonna look at you, and you're gonna hurt him for sure in the long term. You're gonna hurt that Aquarius male. um so you gotta always give like 100%, because an Aquarius male is gonna give you 100%. If I'm not gonna give you 100%, then you might as well just keep moving, because I probably don't like you if I don't see you as a friend. Aquarius male is gonna want to be your friend first, and well, not necessarily. When Aquarius male sees something that he likes, he's gonna go straight in. You know, it could be like that. You know, you gotta keep that. I want to keep it really PG. But when Aquarius male sees something that he likes, he's generally gonna go after that ASAP. Depending on the situation, depending on how the situation was brought forth, you know, how the discovery of the situation went. It depends on how he will go after that, or he will just go after something else, or actually will probably go after himself, and to the point someone goes after him, you know. And that's probably life. um Aquarius male would probably want somebody to, you know, be on the same level as him. Like, okay, I may do a lot of these things. It's like a business. Like, see, he wants to be like a business partner. Like, he wants to be able to build something phenomenal, right? Because these guys always want something great in life. You know, I could just be speaking for myself, but these guys always want something that they can build up, like an empire. An empire, just like a big tower. Big tower that does not crumble, with a great foundation. And of course, you could find a lot of Aquarius males that are still childish. I'm not gonna say there are not some that are childish. There's still some that are stuck in their childish ways, and they're gonna probably need somebody that's like a mother to help them become a man. And I I hate to say that. It's just like, it's gonna need someone to help them become a man. And it's not necessarily saying that they're gonna be bad for you. It's just because they're gonna treat you like a mother figure. An Aquarius male, when they find someone that they like and they still have lots of childish ways, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because you know, they may be very creative, they may do a lot of creative things, and they may have that childlike mind, and it's they're pretty fun. But they may just need a little bit of nurturing, just to help them get out of that stage, right? And this is very serious. It's very serious, because a lot of Aquarius males out there will probably need nurturing. You know, it's probably something deep down inside that's probably wrong with them, that you may find out, and you may not like these, you know. And you just got to know that that Aquarius male could be fixed. Every Aquarius male that you find is not suitable could be 100% fixed. You know, with time, with healing and help, with a platform for him to be able to, you know, express himself freely. You know, Aquarius Male is gonna want somebody to not judge him. That's definitely how I like it, because if you judge me, then I'm definitely going to go left field. Aquarius Male doesn't want anyone to judge them. Um, don't judge me off my past. That's like number one. Don't judge me off my past. That's I feel like that. Like I say, I can only speak for myself, and that's how I look at it. Just don't judge me. Everybody's not perfect, but as myself, an Aquarius Male, dominantly, um, that Aquarius will probably be try to be a perfectionist to a T. And it's very hard in life to be a perfectionist when everything is not perfect. And when you run across the ones that are just perfectionists, you know, just know they're trying their hardest to be perfect. Even though they can't be perfect, you know, they want to be perfect at everything they do. Like like this video, I wanted to come in perfect. I wanted to come in hot. I probably did come in hot, and I just know it's not perfect. Like, you know, I want my area to be perfect for me. You know, it may not be perfect for everybody else, but the things that I do in life may be, I may want to be perfect at it, right? I want to be perfect. If I'm singing songs, I want it to be perfect. I want the perfect frequency. You know, an Aquarius Male is gonna want to be perfect. You know, it's not about what you see, because what you see is what you get. When what you see in an Aquarius Male from that individual, no matter which one it is, and I'm talking about dominant. You have like the moon rising and all this other wop wop whoop whoop, but what you see is what you get. You know, some of them not some Aquarius Male are not perfect. They're not perfectionist, and they don't care about that, right? Like I say, no two people wear the same shoes. No two people wear the same hairstyles. I may have my hair cut, and then, you know, that Aquarius Male may have dreads or have braids, or, you know, mohawk or something. You know, everybody's individual, right? But an Aquarius Male just needs a great partner, right, in life. Will be I don't want to say I don't because I don't see in myself, like, I don't care about big crowds. You know, I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of videos, and they be like, Aquarius Male wants to be around a lot of people, a lot of friends. But truthfully, not everyone's like this. It's like, how many people on the individual level I can help on a one-on-one basis, right? Right? And we can go out and socialize with everybody, and it's just like, at some point in time, you find an Aquarius Male, they're like, once they're matured, it's just like, I know that these people are gonna consume my time, consume my energy out there. And once they find out what you can do, lots of people will just keep trying to, like a vampire. So, like, you know, a lot of people like vampires to an Aquarius Male. I'm just gonna say that for myself. Like, lots and lots of people are like vampires, and, you know, just be sucking my energy away, you know, just draining me of all of my energy, all of my essence. It's just be like, whew. And then it'd be like, feel like you now, and you feel like you ran off with my light. You know, you ran off with all of my light. So an Aquarius Male, not all Aquarius Males are gonna want to be just out there with a lot of people. You know, it's not a thing. It's like, I want to protect. You find some that just like, they're so in tune with themselves, where they love themselves. It's just like, I need to save all my energy for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be stingy or anything. It's just like, they're not just trying to, not all of them are trying to go out there and just be around every single body. There's nothing wrong with that, because I used to go and perform, and just being at the performances when I first started, it was just like, oh, this energy is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be around a lot of people sometimes. You know, I'm not saying like you can't go out on dates with an Aquarius Male or something like that, but it's just like, at like a gathering and stuff, be like, oh, this room is consuming my whole energy force field. So you may run across an Aquarius like that, where it's just like, I don't like that. I really don't like that, because, you know, everybody's gonna probably get to know who I am, and know what I am, and know how I get down, and, you know, they're gonna freak around and suck me dry, suck all my energy dry. Like, ooh, I ran into this room and I could feel everybody in here. I could feel them. Literally, I got goosebumps when I walked in because I could literally feel all of these people, right? Now, you may run across some that are just really great with people. And when you find some that are great with with a lot of people, then that's a really great person too, because they can maneuver through people and they don't, not necessarily, they're not depending on their energy and stuff like that. They're not into that like that maybe right now. But not all Aquarius male are just people who want to simply go around a lot of people and just be like, hi guys, what's up? What's up? What's up, friends? What's up over there, guys? Now, we can do that. Now, of course, we like to socialize. Don't get me wrong. We like to socialize. But, some are, great with big groups. And some are just like, I know that person there. I know that person here. What's up, guys? I'm going to keep it moving. Peace out. And, I may come through, say an intro. And mosey on about my way. Not all Aquarius male or like social butterflies. They got the game backwards, right? You got to know these. Now, Aquarius male, on an intimate level, right? It's got to be able to hold him down, because he's gonna do some great things for you. It's gonna be wonderful for you on an intimate level. It's gonna be wonderful. I want to keep the conversation righteous, but Aquarius male on an intimate level, passion is great. I'm saying that from my heart, right? It's gonna be awesome, right? It's gonna be awesome, and we'd expect that same type of intimacy level all the way back 100%. Like, if you're holding back intimately, it's just like, you probably won't be able to keep that Aquarius male. It's not all we're gonna think about. We're gonna be thinking, because on an intimate level, certain things, if we keep that in rated R perspective, you can drain my life force. But when it goes down in Aquarius male, it's gonna be like, field goal. It's good. But that's how I want to keep it. I don't want to keep it. I want to keep that very PG. But the intimacy level has to be high. You have to be able to fully commit all the way. And when I say all the way, but I want to keep this very PG. I don't want to go into, even though we're grown, even though this is for grown people, and like, I'm 31 going on 32 next year, it's just like, intimacy level has to be great. It's got to be phenomenal both ways. Like, it has to be not subpar. When I say subpar, man, it can't be subpar, man. It dictates that kind of on the intimate level. It actually dictates how things will actually roll out. If it's subpar, then we're gonna think that you're subpar. You're gonna be subpar. You're subpar. Because we're not gonna be subpar. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm not trying to say that with no ego or anything like that. It's just that we put a lot into the intimate level, right? Well, we want to talk about intimate things. Very intimate things, along the lines of just very, very intimate on a deep, deep level. And it's just not here to just to caress your mind, but all of you at the same time, right? And we like to stroke the ego. Well, I'll stroke your ego for you. Trust me, all the way down. We'll stroke your ego all the way down, like a little cat. Let you purr. Stroke your ego 100%. Intimacy level has to be high, and it's got to be something phenomenal. When I say phenomenal, it's got to be great, and it's got to be great. It's got to be something suitable to the point where, like, once I leave, I want to feel like, Jesus Christ. Like, I want to get on my knees and be like, I prayed. I prayed. I knew this was going to be the bomb. Like, soon as it's just like, I want to leave, like, an Aquarius male is going to want to leave, like, a bomb hit him. Like, you threw a grenade, like, you sat down a landmine and he stepped on it. That's how the intimacy level has to be. Like, you sat there and you threw a grenade at him and it exploded right on him. See how intense that is? That explosion would blow him all the way into pieces. Intimacy level. Now we're gonna move on, because if you have an Aquarius male, intimacy level just through the roof, and he's like tripping ball juice over you, of course he probably ain't gonna go no goddamn gone where. He probably won't go nowhere because he's gonna have your energy on him. He's like, oh, if their energy, especially if your energy is great and his energy is great, oh my goodness. Something to talk about, something he's going to talk about for a long time. He's going to be talking about this for a while inside of his mind. He'll probably be even waiting for this to happen all the time, right? Now, of course, that is something to always look for, to like, how can I hold my Aquarius male's attention? Now, you can think of all the little small things, like if you can find out things that he loved to do, and now you don't necessarily have to fake the funk, because like once you're masked, because if you sit there and fake an Aquarius, we'll sit there and let you fake yourself. But as soon as your mask comes off, it's like, well, I'm gonna go because you already played yourself. So if you can't come in for an Aquarius male to just be yourself, if you're a loser at heart, and you know you're not like Sally over here and she's the bomb, don't try to be something you're not. We may like that loser in you. You know, you may be a straight up cold, vicious winner. And, you know, don't be something that you ain't, because, and this is probably with anybody out there in any relationship, just don't come in with no mask on. You know, an Aquarius male is going to want to get to know you for you. And that's with anybody, friendships as well. Don't come in and try to be somebody you're not. You know, then you're going to be like trying to make yourself bigger than life. And then as soon as we find out you weren't bigger than life, it's just like, well, I'm gonna take a hike with the trail mix bag in my hand, eating my own almonds and pecans and little M&M bites by myself, because you played yourself. You know, an Aquarius male is gonna always be himself. You know, if you find one that has an identity problem, then of course he needs some help, because he may be a narcissist, or a covert, or something, or whatever they want to call those. He may be toxic because he's hiding himself. Though you gotta always look for the red flags, and then sometimes you have to look for the red flags on Aquarius, because genuinely an Aquarius male is gonna be genuine with you. It's all about authentic, just me being authentic to myself. If I ain't authentic, then of course, then I'm faking the funk. I can't be faking the funk. 100%, I can't be faking the funk at all. I gotta 100% be me in anything that I do, right? And an Aquarius is gonna want you to be very, very authentic and true to yourself. If you say you're this, and 3 months you change up, and you're really this, I was already in love with who you said you were. You know what I'm saying? Soon as I met you, I like that person. So you gotta always be yourself with an Aquarius male, right? It's probably an Aquarius all around. Just be yourself. If you want to be my friend, be yourself. Be you. You know, if you know you're a geek or a nerd, or you're a loser and you ain't that type of person over there, just be yourself, because we ain't the type to just judge you. We don't judge people, you know what I'm saying? We don't care about that. Just be natural. Be you. Be yourself. Don't play yourself. You know, be you 100% authentic. Be authentic. There's a lot of people in life that aren't authentic. They could never be themselves in life. And those are the people that I generally stay away from, because it's like they have a problem with being who they really are. It's like, you know, if you're this, just be that. Just be that 100%. Don't fake it. And then you come out and be somebody else. It'd be like, hey man, when we started being friends, you were never like that. You were a totally different person. You'd be like, well, I changed up. What? You mean to tell me this whole time this was you? But you was faking the funk over here. Now Aquarius male isn't gonna want you to do that. I gotta stick on that topic really hard, because you have to literally be yourself. Once you meet an Aquarius, just be yourself. It doesn't matter if that's a female or a male. Just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius male, I can't explain that enough, because a lot of people think, I have to be something more than life to, come and attract that person or be that person's friends. From your perception, from your perception, or what you think could be wrong. You could be playing yourself straight off the rip, and an Aquarius male ain't gonna like that. It's like, man, don't do that. Don't do that. If you say if you say you're gonna call Aquarius male, I'm gonna hold you to your word. If you say you're gonna call me, then call. If we're gonna go out and go hang out, I expect that. Your word is bond. Aquarius male, it's like your word is bond. If you tell me something, if you saying this and that, an Aquarius male is gonna always look forward to you telling you saying your truth. I'm gonna always look for that. Aquarius male is gonna always look for that truth in you. You know what I'm saying? The truth is everything, man. It's like, I don't got time to be lying. Like, Aquarius male is not gonna be lying to you. I don't got time to be lying. You may find some that lie, but remember, everybody's not the same. It's like, Aquarius male ain't gonna want you to. It ain't no liar. I'm not finna lie. I'm not finna sit there and lie to you. I don't got time, because I don't want to feel guilty about nothing. Aquarius male ain't gonna want to feel guilty about nothing. It's like, what? You think I want to sit there and feel guilty about something like I'm holding back on? Nah, nah. That's not even how this is gonna go. It's not even gonna work out like that. Because if I can't be true to myself and know I'm sitting there lying, it's just like, I might as well get up off of this ship. We might as well not even be friends, because I'm gonna be sitting here lying to you. This must be something wrong with you, to the point where I gotta be hiding things. And truthfully, right off the back, an Aquarius male ain't gonna want to hide anything. It's like I said, what you see in an Aquarius male is what you get. And that person isn't authentic, because I know that 100% they're gonna be authentic people. Now, you may not find some that are 100% authentic, and we're not talking about all the moon this and the rising this, because I know a lot of people look at these videos, and they're like, oh, I want to study an Aquarius male for the zodiac symbols and signs and wop wop whoop whoop wop wop blah 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 blah, right? It doesn't work out like that, man. And a lot of things happen. You just got to be able to stick with an Aquarius male, because like I say, an Aquarius male is going to be a friend for life. He's going to be very loyal. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they got an ego. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes we have a big ego. Sometimes we like to be stroked back. We like to be stroked. We like that ego to be stroked. But we're not going to always be like playing in our ego. Like, nobody got time for that. You got a big ego, but we go over here and play. We meet people that we like, and generally, like, I want to be able to talk and have conversations with you all the time. I want to hang out. This is the person that I consider as my lover and stuff like that. I'm really gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna be vulnerable all the time to you. You know what I'm saying? And I expect the same thing as an Aquarius male. We probably want to see you be vulnerable too. Show me your feelings. Show me your feelings. You have to show an Aquarius male his feelings, and an Aquarius male is gonna always show you his feelings. He's not gonna have time to not be able to express himself. And if he can't express himself, like I told you, he's gonna need healing. He's gonna need help. You're gonna have to go. You have to put that work in on it. You put that work in on an Aquarius male, he'll probably be with you for life. Now, he'll be stuck with you for life, because what I'm saying, you helped him out of a bind, baggage, all these types of things in life. And Aquarius male is gonna be attached to you like crazy. It's gonna be attached to you. And see, sometimes if you can, I don't want to teach you this, but if you can distract an Aquarius male long enough from all his duties, then he will probably become a regular person, a very, very, very regular person. And I don't want to say it like that, but an Aquarius male can become like an average person with the right person with him. Like, this is for people trying to find love with an Aquarius male, women out there, stuff like that. If you find something like this, but an Aquarius male is gonna, if you can break that one down, and it's really great, and it's vice versa, because you're gonna have to get on that level too. It's like I'm like if you're gonna try to like dominate, just sit there and dominate the Aquarius male, then you probably going to be in for a long ride because you're not going to probably be with that Aquarius male that long. But if you can suitably fit every criteria of the Aquarius male, he can you could possibly distract him to the point where he becomes an average person with you, an average person just doing average person things, and everything will be very very kosher. Everything will be it will be just like shit out the movies. Excuse my French. It'll be just like out the movies, you know. And you just have to know that it's gonna take for you to be like an average person with that person too, because he's gonna want to distract you from everything. But it's gonna want to see you do everything good for yourself, and he's gonna want to be doing the best for himself too. So you know, when you an Aquarius male is gonna want that motivation from his partner, his friends. It's like I need that. I need that motivation. I want you to inspire. I want you to inspire me like how I inspire you. I want to uplift you to the point where you uplift me. And like I said, if you can uplift an Aquarius male and he can uplift you at the same time, then you distracted him to the point where he's gonna become an average person. He's gonna be an average person to everybody else except you. You're probably gonna well then after a while you probably look at him like he's an average person. See, that's where an Aquarius male is gonna always want loyalty. Like if you're not loyal to the Aquarius male to a T, then you might as well just leave it alone, because we're gonna want somebody that's gonna commit. I want somebody I can just be able to commit to. I want friends that I know are gonna be down for a lifetime. You know, somebody that's gonna stick around. If I got a problem, I can be like, oh, I can go to you and talk to you about something. But generally, an Aquarius male is gonna want somebody generally to be able to break him down into an average person, right? And not and at the same time want to be able to push that Aquarius male to stay doing the things that he's been doing, because he'll get distracted. And me personally, I hate to get distracted and in life, as just I hate to get distracted, because a lot of things in life can distract us so easily. you know just meeting a brand new person could distract me from what I was doing for a couple of days, and it'd be like, oh, I was interested in trying to figure you out real quick, and then I was like, I was doing this, and now it's just like, now I'm trying to do you, and you just relationship wise, relationships are a big hindrance for an Aquarius male. It's probably an Aquarius overall, because it's a distraction. I'm gonna be focusing all of my time on you now. Aquarius male is gonna want to focus his time on you. How can we better this situation? How can we progress? How can we go further? It's gonna be in his mind all the time. Every single time, every day. You see him being quiet, he's gonna be sitting there overthinking this, like, how can I progress? How can I keep, he's gonna sit there and want to see how to keep you interested, right? That's why I say you're gonna be sitting there learning an Aquarius male, but when it comes down to it, an Aquarius male is gonna want to be learning you too. He's gonna be learning you ways to keep you attracted to him and him only. And once you for people that's like, when you try to love on an Aquarius male, soon as you go out your way and you'll start, because an Aquarius male can sometimes be jealous. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's like an Aquarius male is going to want to be your everything, right? This is for love, right? I want to be your everything. I don't want to be number one. I don't want to be number two to nobody. If I got to be number two to anybody, then I'd rather just love on myself as an Aquarius male. Straight dominant. I want to love on myself. If you can't love on me like that, then you might as well just miss me. You probably got the wandering eye. You probably be doing Jody in the background, and you be like, you trying to give me that, but you trying to do Jody in the background. It's like an Aquarius male ain't got time for that crap. You know what I'm saying? So, we just really want somebody that can see our potential in life. If you can see my potential, we'll become average to you. We'll become an average person. We'll break out of our shell. It's not like we're wearing a mask. It's just like we're being ourselves, but it's just like we got a different side. It's just like, oh, okay, when you're trying to love on an Aquarius male, it's just like, okay, I got a love inside of me too. It's like it's totally different than when I'm on my purpose. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on my purpose, that's totally different. But like in love life, it's just like I become a different person. Aquarius male is gonna become a totally different person. You know what I'm saying? Not just saying like he's gonna wear a mask. He's not gonna be wearing no mask at all. But you know, an Aquarius in love is a totally different person. You know, he doesn't want to be number two to nobody. He's probably gonna be jealous all the time because he wants to be. He's gonna always be sitting there fighting to be your number one. Your number one. And this is just me being real. It's gonna always be fighting to be your number one. Always thinking in his mind. Always at all times. How can I keep she's already like this. She's already known this. What can I do? What can I mix it up with? What can I do different? An Aquarius male is gonna always be mixing it up like that pot of juice, or the little what is that, the container of juice. It's gonna want to be mixing different flavors into the picture, and to keep you interested. Here it is today. I got this. I'm doing this. Maybe I'll play with your hair this day and rub on your ears. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's gonna want to be number one in your life, not number two to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna want to know everything about you, all the details, your fears. He's gonna want to tell you every single thing about him. You know what I'm saying? And this is not every Aquarius male, but just know there are some. This is just like I said. This may be some just like me out there, and you just ain't met him, and I probably ain't met him, but he's just gonna want to be a number one. That's when an Aquarius is in love, but he becomes a totally different person. A totally different person. Still gonna be loyal, still gonna be a friend for life, still gonna want to make sure he uplifts you and helps you as much as possible in life. In life. And Aquarius male is one woman man. You know what I'm saying? He can only deal with one at a time. Truthfully, one at a time. Look, I can't be going from this person. I can only put you number one. It's almost like you got to put the Aquarius male on a pedestal, because he's going to automatically try to put you on a pedestal if he really loves you. Not saying like. Now, like and love are two different things. I can like you as a friend. You see what I'm saying? I can like you as a friend, but now the Aquarius male in love is a different person. This man is sensitive. His heart is sensitive. You could punch this man and he can break, shatter into a million pieces. And that's just a metaphor, right? But an Aquarius male in love wants you fully to commit. If you can't commit, then don't try to go that far with an Aquarius male in life, because you're going to be hurting him. And you might think it's cool to hurt other people, but Aquarius male is serious. We're not everybody's like some type of toy you can just pick up, stroke the doll's hair and wop, play with it like it's a interchangeable part. It's not how it's not. Everybody's not supposed to be made like that. No, that's not real. That's not real people. That's not how real people should be. An Aquarius male is gonna want to have something to commit to when he's in love, and if he loves on you, you gotta make sure you love on him back 100%. Now, being an Aquarius male's friend is pretty much easy in life. You don't even always have to talk to him. Just be somebody that's dependable. I can depend on this person. I can, like, I know when I call you, if I'm going through something, I know I can be able to talk to you about this. You got my best interest in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Not like, that's what it's part into. You got the best interest. You know his potential. But as a friend, it's like, okay, you don't judge me on these things. You're very cool. You're somebody I could like see myself hanging out with. And, if you got something that's going on and you need advice on it, I want to give you advice so I can see you go to the top. I don't want to see my friends go to the bottom. I don't want to see you at the bottom. I want to see you at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be at the top. Aquarius male is going to want to always be at the top with his friends. You see what I'm saying? Because he's gonna want to uplift his friends, his real friends. He's gonna want to make sure they're at the top, or they're at least doing great. Not subpar, great. He'll give his friends the best advice, and some of that stuff that he gives his friends, he needs to be taking those advices. But he's not gonna take them because he's gonna want to see his friends have the best advice. You know, you can, as an Aquarius male friend, an Aquarius male could be like, you got a great woman as a guy out there, or you got a great mate or a good guy that you're with as a female. He'll be telling you, you know, this is like in the, you know, this is some, you know, I didn't seen this before, you know, where this guy, he'll be cheating, but he'll tell you don't be cheating, you know. That there are some that are like that, you know, they don't take their advice, and you know, that's friendships, you know, they're just like this, right? Okay, now, but when you're Aquarius male's friends, he's gonna make sure you wanna go to you go to the top. You know what I'm saying? He's not necessarily gonna take his own advice that'll probably be very beneficial to him, but he'll give you the great advice. Be like, you may not even have great advice for him, but he has great advice for you, right? And you're gonna have a friend for life, a friend for life to talk to, and on the level like maybe like what do they call that? If you're a female and you're trying to be an Aquarius male's friend, it's not gonna really work out. Not too long necessarily, because he may catch feelings. I just gotta put that out there. He may catch feelings. You know, he may catch feelings. So you can't be an Aquarius male's friends for too long, because he probably catch feelings. You know, he'll catch feelings, and you know, if that's not something that you want, and you just really want to be an Aquarius male's friend, and you're a female out there, I'd probably say that's not the best way to go, because you'll probably catch feelings. And if you're not about that life, you might as well just bag back, give him 50 fees, because you know, talking to an Aquarius male in private time too much, and I say in private, you know, you can go and meet him at the bar. I don't do that. I don't do all the clubs and all. I don't do that kind of stuff. That's not my life. I ain't never did that kind of crap. But you can go and meet him at gatherings and all these, like a convention and stuff. Then you'll have a great friend. He's seen you with other people, so he's not gonna get physically or emotionally attached. But in private, an Aquarius male gets attached. You know, he can feel the energy. An Aquarius male is gonna, he's gonna probably catch those feelings. You know, he might wanna get very intimate with you, and he might have thoughts of that. So an Aquarius male and a female may not work out as being friends in private. You know, it's got to keep it on in an open plane, on an open plane. Just texting him back and forth and stuff like that, that's not gonna work out either, because conversation can go all kinds of places. And like I said, an Aquarius male is gonna always overthink. And I'm saying that because I overthink a lot of things. You know, I have a lot of things that I want to talk about like right now, and it's just like I don't even know how to be able to express these. It's just like, and I know this is supposed to be the Aquarius male traits, and I know this video is probably all over the place. This live is all over the place, and this is my very first live for doing this kind of stuff. But I did try to get as much out as possible of how an Aquarius male is. Aquarius male thinks to himself. He needs a lot of space, tons and tons of space. He's gonna need a lot of alone time. It's gonna have to, like, like if you have an Aquarius male and y'all and he's working and stuff, and like he wants to be the boss at his job. Like, he really wants to be the boss. He really wants. He'll go back home. He'll work that job, and he's just gonna need a lot of alone time, because he knows that he's getting bossed, and he has to follow all the rules and regulations, which is very hard. It's a very hard task for an Aquarius male to go about that. That's why I say an Aquarius male truthfully needs to be having his own business, something he can run. If he can't have the upper position, and it's not necessarily to be like I'm gonna order Daniel to be doing everything in life. Like, you do this, Daniel. You do this, Sarah. Like an Aquarius male doesn't have to necessarily be doing that in life, right? But an Aquarius male wants to be his own boss. You know, he wants to set out rules because he wants to see the workplace really great. He wants to make sure the workplace is great in life, right? So he may come home and he may have a lot on his shoulder because he has to follow so many rules and regulations. And of course, that's going to always hurt an Aquarius male in life because he can't be his own boss. So in life, the best job for an Aquarius male is one where he can apply for manager positions, or one where he can run his own business and not have to worry about people bossing him around. It's like having a big brother, right? And the big brother's gonna be pushing him around, right? He's not gonna be able to take that very well. So he's gonna need a lot of space by himself, right? Make sure he has, if you're gonna be, make sure y'all always have a place for, he has to have a man cave, somewhere where he can just go and express himself. Or if that's you, he's gonna need that to express that too. And no, sometimes it's not gonna be the best, and you're gonna have to allow him to be able to do that freely and the best way he can. Sometimes it may be emotional because he may be going through a lot of emotions while at these places, right? And that's why I say an Aquarius male wants to be his own boss, his own leader, because he's gonna naturally be a leader. He's not gonna really be too fond of people telling him what to do. And when he's at a job that he really likes and he has a lot of freedom at this job and he's able to just really love this job, he's gonna be there 100%. He doesn't matter if he's the boss or the leader of the place. It doesn't even matter. It just needs to have a suitable, that's why I say when it comes to relationships, you may have to figure out with him how to go about finding the best place of work for him, because a lot of these places are going to carry baggages over him. And a lot, like I said, I've been to a lot of jobs, and I could always see myself trying to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of places I've been to and they were a piece of crap. These places, the environments were crap. And it's just like, I can see myself making this place a little bit better. I can see myself doing better things for this place. I'm gonna go in here and give this place 130%, while everybody else is like, why are you working so hard? It's like, because I want to see myself at the top. And so he'll always have a lot of stuff on his plate all the time when he's working. A lot on his plate. A lot. And he's gonna need a lot of long time. It's gonna need a lot of stroking. Just know he's okay. You're like, oh, you're okay. Aquarius male is gonna want to know he's okay. No matter what, he's gonna want to know that he's okay. You just gotta know that. You gotta tell him, hey man, you're gonna be okay. He wants to know that he's okay in life. Like, oh, it's okay. You don't have to be the best. Because Aquarius male wants to be the best. He wants to be the best he can be. Not to say, I want to be better than them, or be better than the boss at the job, or I want to be better than you. He wants to be the best he can possibly be. Like, it's like going to the army and he wants to be the best he can be. An Aquarius male is going to want to know he's okay. Like, you're okay with what you're doing. It's okay. You don't have to be that. Even though he's going to still be at these places and try to be like, I'm trying to level up. Look, Aquarius male, I want to level up. Like, goodness gracious. Trying to literally level up. He'll literally be at these places drowning himself because he's gonna want to level up. He's gonna want to be manager position. He's trying, I've been to a lot of places and it's like I start off at the bottom and it'd be like, oh, I can obtain this right here, and then it's just like, oh, he's always gonna feel like there's something holding him back. So that's why I say an Aquarius male is gonna always need somebody to tell him, you're okay. You're okay. Sometimes you gotta stroke him, like really stroke, because he's gonna need to know that he's okay with what he's doing. You're okay with what you're doing in life. You don't have to be the best, even though he's gonna try to be the best. He's gonna want to be a perfectionist. This goes back to being a perfectionist. Now, if you don't have that, Aquarius male, where he wants to be a perfectionist, you may be okay. You know, he's pretty good with being subpar or below average. An Aquarius male wants to be a perfectionist, and I want to be the best. I'm out to be the best I can possibly be. I'm trying my hardest, you know. He's gonna try his hardest to do anything that he takes on in life. It's natural. It's his nature. It's his nature to want to lead anything. He's gonna want to lead, you know. He'll go all the way out of his way to try to be a leader. You know, want to be my own leader. But like I say, he'll go a long time with just having to follow rules and regulations. But he'll need someone to tell him it's okay. It is perfectly fine. That's when an Aquarius is working and following rules and regulations, when he knows he wants to be the boss. He wants to be his own boss, be manifesting his own dreams to come to life, right? But he'll sit there and he'll do that. And when it comes to that, you need somebody to tell him it's okay. An Aquarius male would sit there and follow rules and regulation, but truthfully wants to be the leader. Like, he wants to bring his ideas into what this company has, you know, and it'll hurt him in the long run, because if he can't get to that point, he'll literally be hurting himself all the time. And he's gonna need somebody to just be like, it's gonna be okay. You don't have to be the best, you know. That's hard. That's the hardest thing, and for an Aquarius male, especially when they're working jobs and stuff. It's like, I just want to go in and be the best. I want to go in and give 99, 90. I want to go in and give 99.999999999%. And then it just be like, you know, after he realizes he's not gonna be getting much, he needs somebody to tell him it's gonna be okay. All right. So, like I said, I know this video was pretty all over the place, and I did try. Like I said, I tried my best to my abilities. No, I'm not going off any script, no improvisation. Well, I am improvising, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going off any script. I didn't write this down. I didn't even jump in this with it like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. This is how I'm going to say this. I wanted it to come freely off my heart. Like, if I can't come with it straight off the heart, then it's just like, I'm not feeling authentic, you know. I'm not being authentic to myself if I have to write it down. I gotta plan it out. If I had to plan anything out, then it didn't feel authentic, because I look forward to it already. You know, I don't want to look forward to it. I just want it to be, I want it to happen like it was spontaneous, right? But I did try to get out as much as I possibly can. I'll probably go back and look at this video and see how I could have did a little bit better, as this was my very first live. And I do hope that it was really great. I hope it was okay, you know, not just okay. I hope it was pretty great. I hope I was able to keep talking as much as I possibly can. And that's about it. I hope whenever you see this video, if you do see this video, you don't have to give it a like. You don't have to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Just check out the video and see what I had to talk about. And that's all I have to say. Peace out. And, you know, have a great night. Have a great morning. Whenever you see this, that's about it. So I'm going to exit the video now. Peace.